The special editions and later alterations to the original Star Wars trilogy are more than fan controversy. They are a test case for how cultural texts evolve under the control of their creators. Changes like the Greedo/Han scene and Anakin Skywalker's Force ghost rewrite the visible record of a work, altering character perception, narrative tone, and the shared memories that fans treat as authoritative. These revisions force a confrontation between an author's continuing creative authority and the public's stake in cultural preservation. Greedo and Han Solo's moral arc. The adjustment that makes Greedo shoot at Han before Han returns fire reframes Han from a morally ambiguous scoundrel who acts first into a purely reactive figure who kills only in self-defense. That single moment shifts character interpretation across decades of fandom, merchandise, and critical analysis. The alteration is an exercise in narrative recoding. The same footage, slightly edited, becomes evidence for a different ethical reading of a protagonist, demonstrating how small editorial choices produce large changes in character legibility. Anakin's Force Ghost and Authorial Intent. Replacing the original Force Ghost with Hayden Christensen repositions the saga's closure around a different image of atonement and continuity. The Ghost is a symbolic endpoint that validates Anakin's redemption, and changing that visual endorsement reasserts the creator's desire to unify disparate trilogical voices. This swap reveals an authorial impulse to retroactively harmonize a franchise's aesthetic and emotional logic, privileging a single creator's later vision over the historical heterogeneity of the text. Authorship and collective ownership. These retroactive edits challenge simplistic models of sole authorship by exposing how authors exercise evolving authority across time and media. When a creator revises a released work, authorship becomes temporal and iterative rather than fixed at publication. Fans, critics, and archivists resist erasure because cultural works function as communal memory. Ownership extends beyond legal copyright into practices of reception, citation, and ritual playback. The tug-of-war that follows each edit exposes authorship as a negotiation between creator sovereignty and public custodianship. Preservation and cultural consequence. Preserving film history requires attending to both original releases and later versions as distinct artifacts with their own meanings. Archivally, the ideal is to document every iteration so scholars and audiences can trace how interpretive possibilities shift with each change. Politically and aesthetically, accepting perpetual revision risks erasing the conditions under which earlier viewers formed attachments. Treating the special editions and later changes as layered palimpsests acknowledges Martin's and Lucas' prerogatives while protecting the plurality of readings that make cultural works durable.